Hello students. Today I'll start with the second chapter of economics, that is sectors of Indian economy. The contents that I'll discuss in this video are classification of Indian economic sectors, classification on the basis of nature of activity, and interdependence of various sectors. Now students, look at these pictures. You'll find that people are engaged in various economic activities. Some of them are producing goods while some other are providing services. These activities are happening around us every minute. To understand it, we categorize them in different groups, and these groups are called sectors. Now, the Indian economy can be classified into various sectors on the basis of ownership, working conditions of the workers, and the nature of activity being performed. So, on the basis of nature of activity, Indian economy can be classified into primary, secondary, and tertiary sectors. On the basis of working conditions, economy can be classified into organized and unorganized sector. And on the basis of ownership, Indian economy can be classified into public and private sector. We will discuss all these classifications one by one. But first we will start with the classification on the basis of nature of activities. On this basis we can classify Indian economy in three main sectors, that is primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. So first is the primary sector. The economic activities which are connected with the extraction and production of natural resources with natural process. For example, agriculture, fishing, mining, dairy farming, poultry farming, etc. falls under primary sector. In India, agriculture is the biggest example of primary sector, though other activities like dairy farming, poultry farming, etc. are also included in it. But most of the people, a majority of population is engaged in agriculture in India. This sector is also known as agriculture and allied sector. Second sector is secondary sector, where the economic activities which are related to manufacturing process. For example, manufacturing of steel, cloth, shoes, etc. falls under secondary sector. All industrial production where physical goods are produced comes under the secondary sector. In the secondary sector, natural ingredients are used to create products and they are used for consumption. So this sector is also known as industrial sector. Third sector is tertiary sector, where the economic activities are mostly based on providing services to the society like transportation, banking, insurance, etc. falls under tertiary sector. This sector is also known as service sector. Now I am going to explain the interdependence of these three sectors. Students, these three sectors are interconnected and interrelated and thus depends upon each other for their growth. So we'll discuss this thing with the help of a diagram. The diagram shows the interdependence of different sectors. Now first of all we'll talk about the interdependence of primary and secondary sector. Primary sector provides necessary raw material to secondary sector like cotton, sugarcane, etc. And secondary sector provides non-factor inputs required by the primary sector like machine, tools, fertilizers, HYV seeds, etc. Now second, we'll discuss the interrelationship between secondary and tertiary sector. The secondary sector depends upon the tertiary sector for the services like transportation, marketing, banking, insurance, etc. The tertiary sector depends upon secondary sector for machine, tools, etc. like computers, furniture, vehicles, etc. So that way tertiary and secondary sector are interdependent on each other. Now third, we are going to discuss the interrelationship between primary and tertiary sector. The primary sector depends on the tertiary sector for services like transportation, insurance, banking, marketing, etc. The tertiary sector also depends on primary sector because primary sector provides it's a source of revenue. So by using its services. So we can say rather all these three sectors they provide source of income to each other by utilizing the commodities produced by these sectors. So that's why these three sectors are interdependent. That's all for today. Thank you so much.